Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, traders from across the globe. Thank you for tuning in. This is my 2,318th installment of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. This is where you learn how to use the charts to your advantage to figure out where the markets are going to go next. And I'm really good at reading those charts. Ask anybody who knows me. So pay attention to these videos and see if you'll learn something. Traders, we know this is a risky game. How do I know that? Last week, I think my OMNI might have actually had a winning week or a break-even week, very close, and I got beat up badly. Because futures trading, stock trading, ETF and options trading can be risky even with good information. So I overtraded on the bad trades, I undertraded on the good trades, and I pulled basically what I pulled is a novice week on myself. So anything can happen in this game. Put your stops in, put them in first. I am not losing this week. See you markets, I want my money back this week. All right, so for trading on Monday, Sunday night through Monday, that is this is Rocktober. I have September up there. Rocktober 4th, 2021. Let's see what's on the board. Traders, right off the bat, number one on the board, the topic, crude oil. Crude oil, natural gas, home heating oil, they're all doing the Biden boogie. Have you noticed? Up we go. I'm the president and I want this shit to go higher. Why? I don't know. I'm not a politician. Personally, I would try to get the price of gas down for my people, but whatever. The Biden boogie is taking place. I've got a neutral OMNI in crude, but I like buying the dips in crude anyway, and I'll show you a chart and show you why. Then I've got a little gift called Mongo Database, MongoDB or MBD symbol. Keep an eye on this one. I'll show you the chart there, and I think you'll appreciate why we should keep a close eye on Mongo. And then there's Nasdaq. Traders, I'm going to save the best chart for last. This week's chart masterpiece as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to show you some charts now that will show you why the Biden boogie should continue, and for whatever, why he hates us, I don't know. But whatever, the Biden boogie will help us make money and we'll pay whatever the hell high taxes he gives us. Mongo Database, there is a huge gap on the Mongo chart, daily chart, huge gap. And the bear flag sitting right at the top above the gap. I say we keep our eyes peeled on Mongo. And that Nasdaq, why I'm saving the chart, the best chart in my opinion for last, why I'm calling it chart masterpiece, is because when a fund manager is running a 401k for your retirement and you're 35, 40 years old, he doesn't care where the market is now, nor do you. His job is to make sure that when it has major pullbacks, you get in. Because in the course of a lifetime, when you finally retire, there's very few people on this planet that can say where the market was when they were children or when they started working as adults. Where it was when they retired was lower. Not many people can say that ever in history, right? So when generations pass, usually if you've got a 401k, no matter what's happened in the markets, you've done better. So traders that are running 401ks for a younger audience, look at longer time frame charts to see when bottoms come in. And that is the Nasdaq chart masterpiece I'm going to show you, and I think you're going to love this chart. Traders, there is one OMNI left for the year. It is November 5th. If you want to come out to Las Vegas and learn how to trade the markets, learn how to analyze the markets, and learn how to come up with your own trading plan so you can trade a plan after planning the trade, which is so important. Plan the trade, trade the plan. Both of them go hand in hand, something I didn't do well last week. Did a lot of good plan trading, well, trade planning, but I didn't do a lot of good plan trading. For whatever reason, these things happen. But I will teach you the OMNI method, which is Oscar's Market Navigational Indicator, the OMNI. I will teach that to you in its entirety. There are no upsells. There's no second OmniCamp. None of that nonsense. If you want to come out to Las Vegas and learn this from me, you will be with me for 4 full days and nights in my office. That will happen November 5th. I only accept 5 students. If you would like to be one of those 5, go to omnibootcamp.com, fill out a comprehensive application so I get to know you. Or just go to livewithoscar.com and click the OmniCamp banner. It's on every page, and fill out a shorter application. But mark my words, if you learn what I've got to teach you, you will never view the markets the same way again. You will never be in the same shape that you were in before you met me. That I can promise you. Traders, if you don't mind, take a look at what the last OmniCampers had to say. At least one of the OmniCampers who've been here, I'll take a random one and just show it to you. You know, when they leave, they do interviews. Sometimes I do interviews randomly. I want you to show I want to show you at least one of those, and then we'll go look at the charts. With no further ado, let's go look at some charts.
OmniCamp is the best thing you can do. It will totally change your trading. What Oscar will teach you, nobody else will, and I guarantee it'll benefit you. You've got to take OmniCamp. Good luck, everybody.
Traders, this is what I like to call the Biden Boogie. Get down and boogie, get down and boogie. Let's get those prices higher, baby. When Oscar goes to the pump, I want him paying double. Whatever the hell reasoning is behind this, I don't know. We can pump so much shale, we can knock the price of this down to $40 at a snap, but we're not allowed. So, crude oil, heating oil, natural gas going through the roof. They look worse, or I should say better, than this chart does, which is crude oil. But that, my friends, is a very sloppy, unorthodox bull flag, if you ask me, which has been built above contract highs. And I think this bull flag is going to pay off towards the upside, so you got to buy dips in crude as far as I'm concerned. Now, to be honest, and I always am with my Omniacs, my Omni is neutral in crude oil, right? It's not telling me to buy or sell, it's telling me it's neutral, but that formation tells me I should be buying dips. The fundamentals in the newspapers this weekend tell me I should be buying dips, and that's what I will do if I can get a fill in crude oil. Now I'm going to show you Mongo. Traders, look at the size of that gap. I mean, come on. And we generally do fill our gaps, like you see here. Gap was here, then it got filled. So, there aren't all that many on this chart, right? Well, look at the size of that gap, and that is a bear flag. Is a gap fill coming in Mongo? Let's close up on that, a little bit closer. Look at the size. I mean, that's a massive gap, right? And then you've got the bear flag. Now, bear flag doesn't have to work on Monday. You could rally up to the top of the flag, even get above it a little, come back down, make 3 more days in this flag. You never know, but that is a flag, and it should pay to the downside when that gap gets filled in Mongo. So I'm not saying jump on this for Monday. Keep your eyes peeled, and when that starts to go, get short. You'll definitely be able to watch this fill the gap. Okay, so there's nothing definite in this business. But if that flag starts to produce, that gap should be filled. Traders, the Nasdaq. Here's your daily bar. We know we have topped out in the Nasdaq, started with a flat top into what I would call a bear flag right here. Broke down further, then, of course, put in what I call a possible swing day. Now that should be in green because this particular swing day would be a bullish one. So I think we have a swing day, which could be a bottoming day, whether it's temporary or bottom is in. That should be a bottoming type of day for NASDAQ. So I went and said, okay, what are the fund managers looking at? This has been going long enough. Are they nervous? And I pulled many charts, and the one that made me happy was the NASDAQ monthly bar. Now, who would use a monthly bar? None of us. We're day traders. Imagine an entire month's worth of trading in each one of these bars. You're not sticking around. I'm not sticking around. No one sticks around for it. You know who does? The long-term 401k life planning 401k managers. Now, they look at stuff like a monthly bar because they could care less where it is in the next 5 years. They just need to make sure that if they get an opportunity to add to your positions over time, they do. With that in mind, monthly bar in a channel, support held. Then it rallied up, support held. Then it rallied up, support held. Rallied up big, and we are at that support right now. Now, couple that with this average. See it right here? Well, this average cuts in right there where it held, and right there where it held, and right there, right up the line. I mean, it's sticking to this parallel channel bottom line. And it is right underneath. It is not at the low of last week's bar, but it is right underneath it now, the bar that's starting for this week, in your NASDAQ on your daily, on on your monthly, and I say, that is chart masterpiece, kids. If the fund managers are coming in, here they did, here they did, here they did, here they did, and guess what happened at every interval? A new contract high was made, a new contract high was made, a new contract high was made. That should be our fate for the rest of the year. If this holds, we go up, up, up for the rest of the year. Traders, join me at livewithoscar.com. Make sure you've come to my free trading room. No credit cards are required. I will see you all there.